Oh, don't mind me. I'm just trying to buy myself some cloud makeup from Taobao just because on my very first year in China, I believed it whenever the recruiter told me that I'll be working only 2 hours per day as an ESL English teacher in China. Now, welcome back to SeoulQuest. Today, we're going to talk about the true hours that I'm going to be working per day as an ESL English teacher in China and some other hidden hours that you are required to do. Now, welcome back, fellow adventurers. For new viewers out there, my name is SeoulQuest, and I've been living and working in China for about 6 years so far. As you can see here from my 2 balding spots on my head, these aren't all stolen valor. These are from the events that I've been through in China, which means I am legit. Now, I usually make videos on how to survive in China, work-related topic, and from time to time, videos about niche places that others haven't yet covered. Now, if you're interested in those type of videos, you can click on the like, subscribe button, or the red button down below. That way, the algorithm can recommend videos that is more tailored to you. Now, if you clicked on any of the 3 buttons down below, my boys Vivi and Fafa will ever be truly so grateful to you because these are the only type of food that we consume. Like, subscribe, and share. This fulfill our belly every day. Now, if you click on any of the 3 videos down below, I appreciate it once again. And with that out of the way, continue on to the video. Now, the quick answer is you have 2 types of hour. One is teaching hour, the other one is office hour. The one that the recruiter loves to boast the most about is the teaching hour, which is about 8 hours up to 20 hours per week. And they put this all over the poster, work-life balance, etc. like that. But the main meat of your work life would be in the office hour. Now, this right here is where most new recruiters get fooled the most because typically it's about like 6 up to 8 hours per day, depending on how big or how small your curriculum is. And if you're lucky enough, maybe you'll get no office hour, but we'll talk more about that later. But if you'd like to know more about hidden hours in China, continue on to the video. Now, first, I want to touch up on expectation and reality. The truth is, recruiters don't even know what kind of company they're trying to recruit people to because there are 2 types of recruiter. One is actually from the company, the other one is a headhunter. Typically, you're gonna be contacted with a headhunter where they'll get some recruitment money to process you to a school or either an agency. Now, with this in mind, the recruiter would say many sweet things to you that they don't even really know about, but it's up to you to read the goddamn contract. Like I always say, I say this in every video, read your contract because it's not their fault that you signed into a bad company. It's your fault for not reading the contract carefully. So make sure to read the contract carefully before entering the job because this is gonna be your life for a whole year, 365 days, or how many thousand minute there is. Now we all both understand that we need to really read our contract. Let's move on to the meat of the video, and that is teaching hour and office hour. First, let's move on to the office hour. Office hour, what is it? What can we do and what should we do? Now, typically an office hour is about 3 to 5 hours per day, depending on what kind of school or either what kind of agency that you're gonna be going to. And this is the time where you actually prepare for your work and go on meeting and maybe have some training as well. And this is the time where it's going to be the main meat of your whole work week. And yes, office hour is mandatory with most school and agency. If the management don't see you in your office or either your cubicle, you are going to get in trouble and also get written up. And this could also affect your KPI or either your renewal for the next year work. Now, some of the typical work they're going to be doing in these office hours is grading homework, counting the ceilings, making your PowerPoint, and doing some other special project. And next, let's talk about the most important hour, and those are the teaching hour. Typically in a company, you're gonna be teaching about 8 hours of 20 hours per week, depending on how big the school or agency is. Typically, each session or class is going to be 40 minutes. And if you do have like a long style class, it's gonna be 40 minutes and 5-minute break, 40 minutes, 5-minute break. It's gonna be a bit weird, but that's how it works over here because they believe that after 40 minutes, your brain starts to die down a bit and you need a bit of a pick me up and rest for a bit to go for another subject or either continue on learning. Now, the thing is with this hour is unlike the office hour. Office hour, you can be a bit late, maybe 10-15 minutes late, and they're not gonna really bat an eye on you. But if you're late every day, of course, you're gonna get in trouble. But as for teaching hour, if even you're 1 minute late, your ass is grass. So make sure never be late on this typical hour because this is the most important hour and this shows professionalism. If you are even late 1 minute, this can also jeopardize your next year's contract. Now let's move on to our very last subject, and those are the hidden hours. Now, one of the first hidden hour that I want to talk about is the meeting hour. Typically, this is within the office hour, and sometimes there are some cases where it's not. Now, what I mean by it's not, it's going to be after school or either before the working hours. Now, typically, this is a time where the office would recap with each other. It's not much of a big deal. It's going to last about like 15 minutes, unless if you have that one person that keeps raising their hand, it could last up to half hour. So prepare for that. But it's not really that bad, to be honest, because most management try to get their meetings within the office hour. So it's not much of a big deal. This is just some rare chance that you're gonna have some office hour that is after school or before school or either before the office hour. And the second hidden hour is the company dinner or either company lunch. Now, yes, I sound ungrateful saying that, hey, the company's paying for dinner, the company's paying for lunch. Why are you calling this a work thing, you know? You're ungrateful, man. But the thing is, some people don't really like to eat dinner with other people, and they might think of it as like a work thing. And technically it is. You kind of have to keep your manners. You can't really express too much of negative opinion because, again, your management is going to be there and you have to kind of conduct yourself well. And during this time, typically the company would have group dinners or either group lunch, and they would invite you to join. But although it is like a suggestion, but it is kind of mandatory because if you don't accept these kind of invitation, you're kind of seen as non-cooperative and non-sociable, which is a big demerit on your KPI. So if the company asks you to go for lunch with them or either the management asks you to go to dinner, just come. It is part of your work. And yeah, I'm saying this with authority because the thing is, on my very first year in China, I actually declined a couple of company lunch and company dinner. And you know what happened to my KPI? There was like a -5 points saying that I was uncooperative, unsociable, and I need to talk more. So, I mean, there are some other things that is correlated with that KPI because at that time, I didn't really want to talk to my neighbor because I just want to focus on my work and finish all my lesson plan and all my PowerPoint in under 2 months. But at the end, I keep getting more work and actually getting a -5 on my KPI. So in the end, try to be more sociable, I guess. That's how it works here. Now let's move on to the most stressful hidden hours. And those are open classes or either joining tournaments or joining events. Now, this one right here is mostly reserved for second year or above, but in some rare cases, they would actually pick the first year teacher if they don't have any other foreign teacher. The main reason why this is stressful for me, I mean, for most people too, is because if you mess up on these open classes or either tournament or either something to represent your school, it's gonna make your school bad and also jeopardize your next year's contract, and it's really, really stressful. And when it comes to open class, it means that you're gonna be teaching in an auditorium with a bunch of other expat, bunch of other English teacher, and you're just gonna be in this stage with a lot of students. Oh man, that is stressful. So if you do have the honor to do one of those hidden hours, make sure you do it well. Now, enough with the whole bleak hours. Let's talk about some happy hours, and those are off hours. Now, if you do have the luck or either blessed with no office hour, then this is typically gonna apply to you. You're gonna be doing your PowerPoint, your lesson plan in your home or either in a cafe in China. Now, if you do work for a public school, you do have a 40% chance of having no office hour, or either the school don't really require you to attend office as long as you teach well. Now, typically people would go to a cafe and finish their PowerPoint, finish their lesson plan and send it to the agency, send it to the school, and which is amazing. And yes, this kind of count as office hour because technically you are preparing for your lesson for your teaching hour. And make sure you do it well because if you don't do well in your teaching hour, they're gonna revoke this privilege and have you stay in the office or stay in your cubicle to finish your lesson plan. So make sure you do it well. Yeah, in conclusion, you have two type of hour. One is office hour, the other one is teaching hour. The office hour, typically this is gonna be the time where you're gonna prepare PowerPoints, grading your homework, or either some other special project. And teaching hour is the time where you shine and teach the students. And when it comes to hidden hours, you do have to take into consideration when the company asks you to go on dinner or either lunch. Accept it or not, your KPI will be deducted. That's just talking based off my experience. Another part to this, if the company or either the school asks you to do some tournaments, open classes, or either a promotion, make sure to accept that as well, because your next year contract depends on that as well. If you do well, it's gonna go well and you may get a raise or either some type of bonus. And if you don't do well, just don't stress too much about it. And if you are blessed with no office hour, it doesn't mean you don't have office hour. You just do your office hour in another place, either in a cafe or at your home. Again, these are not a given. You kind of have to work for it or either kind of keep that privilege. They're gonna revoke that and make you stay in the office and finish your PowerPoint, etc. like that. So make sure, don't ruin it for the rest of us. Do your work and kind of keep the school happy, because the next person that's gonna enter your position, it's gonna base it off you. So help your fellow expats, you know? But yeah, I think that's about it with the whole office hour and also other spectacles. And don't believe what the recruiters say. Read your contract. And if you have any other question, comment down below. I'll try to reply to you as soon as possible. Until next time, SoulQuest logging out. Peace.